Alrighty, so this is going to be the second episode featuring Enzo of Apxche Academy. For y'all who don't know what this series is a series where I choose a select few players and I help them go from one rank to another, and it's just me just constantly coaching them and documenting their progress, right? So, currently we are coaching my friend Enzo, aka Jose, and this is going to be the second video where we coach him. He is still in silver and he's working his way to get out. He does have some issues that he needs to work on, right, in game and out of game. But we're going to focus on the in game, right? So the things that I have noticed that he needs to work on are planning pre-round. He needs to match his teammates' intentions more, or have them match his intention, right? As well as crosshair placement. Got to be aiming at the right spots at the right times so that you can make a play, right? When it comes to matching teammates' intentions, when your teammates are making a play or when they're trying to play fast, based off of certain conditions, you need to be helping them and or following them, as well as if you want to make a play and you talk to them and they're like, yeah, let's do it, that's good too, right? And then planning is very, very important. I've watched this video already, so in the beginning of the video, it's going to be a lot of your jet making plans and stating things, but as the video goes on, your jet starts to get quiet because he's performing poorly, and he's just out of it, right? But then somebody needs to step up, so why not, why not it be you? Sometimes if you're confused on like, man, I don't know what to say, right? Planning needs information. How do you get information? One cool thing about this game is there's a thing called economy, right? So you can base off plans off of enemy tendencies, right? Economy, as well as just like the map you're playing on, right? Because it could be there's certain areas that are strong on that map that you need to fight for. When it comes to economy, they could have bad guns, they could have good guns, right? Which will kind of dictate how they play around the map. As well as, hey, their Reyna just flanks every round. It doesn't matter. So we can play around that, right? If they want to contest a certain part of the map every single time for no reason, you can punish that, make a play off it, exploit it, whether you ignore it, whether you fight it, whatever, right? So with all that being said, we're going to get into the video. We're going to try to make this as quick as possible so we're not sitting here for 30 minutes just talking about repetitive stuff. So I'm going to find key points where I feel like I can kind of point things out, and then from there, we can talk about other things, right? So let's go. Alrighty, so you were playing Gecko on Lotus. Like I said in the previous video, until you get to gold and finally decide what role and characters you're going to be playing, I'm not going to talk about ability usage. Why? There's no point in me telling you how to play Gecko if you're not going to play Gecko in the future. It's just a waste of my time. It's a waste of your time to take in this information when you're really not going to play the character or the role, right? So right now, we're just really going to focus on your mechanical skill as well as your overall game sense. And then from there, we can worry about characters as we improve. Okay.
Outdoor flash, Rhino saviors if you have it.
Up and away.
Let's go first. That's just huge.
Somebody's there. You did good.
You guys have a kill, therefore, since you guys have a kill and on pistol round, people will play like a standard defense. You'll probably have like 2-3A here, maybe 1B, maybe 1C, or maybe they split out a little bit more evenly. But at this point, you have 5 teammates, and they probably have 1 to 2 more people on site. Just push. You got a kill, right? You guys still are pretty healthy. You can make a play here.
There.
Enemy blocking sight.
Wingman's planting.
Nothing tree, nothing tree.
So your teammate comes to you where Phoenix was, right? So Phoenix was heaven. He has 2 options. He can rotate street into your KO, or he can rotate drop into your omen, right? Typically you don't want to hold the same angle as somebody unless it's the right thing to do. It's hard. It'll vary from time to time. If somebody's holding an angle, you don't necessarily have to hold it. But right here, I think you doubling up and watching drop is totally fine. So yeah. So right here, instead of aiming at your Omen's juicy booty, I would definitely be aiming at that smoke because Phoenix could be there.
Oh shit.
There he is, right? It catches you off guard. You're panicking, right? You pull out your knife to try to hide, right? And Omen gets the kill. Cool, Omen gets the kill. In some people's eyes, that'll be like, oh, well, that's okay. Nobody died. He got the pick. Whatever, right? But we're trying to rank up, right? How do you rank up? By performing well in games and winning games, right? The better you perform, the more points you're going to get, right? So if there, you would have either 1, got the kill, or 2, got an assist from shooting at him and hitting him, right? You are basically improving the chance you have of getting more points, right? That's the goal. So right there, you just got to be ready to fight there.
Spike sticking.
Blocking sight.
Got you.
Oh, come on. So, you guys had an advantage at one point, right? And then you realize that the Brimstone doesn't have any armor because he has a Marshal on round 2 when they've lost their pistol round. He can't buy a Marshal in armor. That's not a thing. He doesn't have enough money to do that. So, when you realize he only has a sniper and he has no armor, you need to push on him fast so that you can take advantage of the fact that he has lower health than you, right? Right there, your Jet walks in, and then there's 3 teammates here who don't push in. You need to follow your Jet in.
Last player standing.
That's a spike, wings.
One enemy remaining.
Shot my wingman.
Flash.
Dizzy's up.
Good example of crosshair placement. You crouch when you really didn't need to, and you're aiming at her waist, right? Which means after a while your bullets are going to hit her in her chest, compared to she's aiming at your chest. You crouch, which now makes your chest around your shoulder area, and her bullets are going up, meaning that she's going to hit you in the head, right? Realistically, she only hit you in the chest, right? And you had lower health. But if you would have hit her in the head, you win, right? Well, it's just weird. It says she headshotted you, but in the thing, the report is saying she doesn't. So she probably headshotted you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why. She definitely headshotted you. She did. Yeah, boom. Yeah. That last shot was a headshot, right? So you crouch into that.
Thank you.
Dude, really? That's not a headshot?
That's a spike, wings.
Right here, right? This is a good opportunity to talk about matching your teammates' intentions, right? So, one of your teammates just died here. Your Omen is going to be with the KO, right? If you look at the mini-map, right, you know that your Jet is fighting somebody, right? You guys have the man advantage. You should be playing together, not splitting up, right? If you see that your Jet is going to fight something there, you should probably fight with her. You decide not to, she loses the 1v1 because she has the inferior gun, right? Dude, really? That's not a headshot? Now you guys went from being a 4v2, 4v3 to a 2v2. So right here, you suppress the Reyna, right? Phoenix swings you, you win the fight. Crosshair placement, once again, you're aiming at his waist, gotta aim higher. Chest shots do more damage, and headshots also against the kill, so yeah. So by this time, you can kind of assume the Reyna is unsilenced, right? They don't have the bomb down, right? You know Reyna's there, and there might be one more, because you know nothing's A, right? You know nothing's C. You cleared out C. Your Jet has been watching A for this whole time. If they've been sitting in here, they're low-key trolling, and if you die, I mean, they were trolling. But you know there's one here. You have an idea there's probably more there. Just contain. Contain and call if they're walking out. Trying to plant, they're getting killed for it, right? Boom.
Shot my wingman.
And then you swing into somebody covering her. You know what I'm saying? So, gotta be aware of. And you're saying, why is nobody peeking? But your teammates just finished fighting 2 people there.
With me, dude. They're right there.
You shouldn't be fighting. Alright, so like I was saying, I did watch the video already, so I had to like re-record. I kind of just skimmed through, but I think it's just the same issues you had before. You still have them, even though you perform a little bit better now. But just keep in mind that crosshair placement got to be in the right areas, right? Most boxes and like lines in the middle of walls are kind of aligned with head height. Obviously elevation can change things, but from there you'll be able to use the map design to kind of help you with crosshair placement, matching your teammates' intention. Especially in the beginning of the game, your Jet was playing really fast and really confident because of like, you know, us getting picks and things like that. And you just gotta match that, like, you gotta match that tempo. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you can't always keep up with a Jet who's dashing, but you should be shortly behind her so that you're able to trade. Because if you're not trading or trading way too slow, you know, things can go down. The tide of the fight can change, right? And then planning, man. I don't think I've seen you, like, if only once, like, no more than once, check the economy. You're only worried about if you can buy a gun. You're not worried about your teammates. You're not checking. Obviously, they're buying them and you can see it, so that's how you're knowing. But like, you're not looking to see if the enemy can buy or not. Like, you just don't care about their guns. In your head, you think that they're gonna play the same every single time. It seems you're not worried about no mix-ups, no nothing. You're just like, oh well, I hope they have vandals, and you never know, right? So like, you can look at things like ultimates. You can look at things like their economy, the good guns, bad guns, as well as like the map and stuff like that, so that you can better formulate plans for you with your team, even if it's just for you, but something. You know what I'm saying? You should have an idea instead of just kind of like walking around and hoping people walk into you. You know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, that's going to be the quick episode of Apxche Academy, right? Hopefully, we can get another VOD for you soon, and hopefully, we can get you in gold so we can start focusing on abilities and actual character stuff, all right? Hope everybody has a good day, good night, good morning, wherever you may be from and watching at this time. But if you would like to be coached, you can always hit me up in my Discord. The link will be down below, where you can submit a VOD and we can go over some things. As well as, if you just want to be a part of the community, you can be more than happy to join as well. Without further ado, if you want to keep up to date with me on my channel, you can always subscribe so you never miss a video, as well as any kind of other posts that I put up. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.